Moving your bees. You probably thought this was moving from California to some other state. No, I had hives in the windows during the winter. This is moving your bees from one location to another location on the same property. None of my hives are in the windows anymore. All my hives, colonies are outside. And most of these are homegrown colonies. I only have 2 Foley queens left. If you want good honeybees, you have to breed your own. Don't take some stupid ass's word that he has quality queens when actually he doesn't. Foley's Russian bees were a complete waste of money. He set me back a whole year. And for that, I'm going to put him out of business. As you can see, I move, for every day the bees are out, I move 1 hive. So tomorrow, this hive will get moved 1 hive's length, and then this one will get moved down to there. What I'm trying to do is get them on the east side of my house before I do the splits here next month. I use these signpost rails. I will get all my colonies out here on the east side of my house, and I will space them out, give them space, and I will pull the queens out, put them over there on the south side of the garage. And then when I go through and check, see how many queen cells I have, I will divide them up into 2, 3 mating nukes. The reason I do that is because if you graft, you're going to end up with the same genetic line. So I try to maintain as many genetic lines as possible. I do this first in the spring. I do splits, and then during the summer I'll take my best queens and I will graft from her, and then we'll make colonies off of grafts. But right now I'm moving these colonies out, and I will show you what happens. Even though you move them less than 3 feet, sometimes the workers coming back, they'll go into the old location. What has happened is the larger colonies were towards the west side, but I did want the east side colonies to maintain their strength, but they've lost some of their workers and they've gone back towards the windows there where they were used to during the winter, and there was not much I could do about it. So what I've done, I'm going to show you what I've done here. After a year and a half ordering 46 or having 46 of Foley's Russian bees queens sent to me, a year and a half later I only have 2. Now, is that poor quality or what? And I have not done anything harmful to his queens. I love honeybees, regardless of who they come from. But the reason I made all the series of videos that I have is because they're not worth the money. So let's look and see. Now keep in mind, they've lost workers because they're on the east end, they get moved. And I don't know of anybody else in the world that does this. I don't use nuke boxes. I will put in these insulated fillers. The colony shrunk due to death from old age and from drifting. So what I do is I put in an insulated filler, and I get them down to basically a nuke. I will bring these back. I'm not going to pull them out. But trust me, this is number 1. This is one of Foley's queens. I just checked her the other day. Yesterday she was alive and doing just well. And I've had to add nurse bees from the large colonies to these other ones here just to keep them going. But what I've noticed in the fall when I move the bees from outside and I put them in the windows, because of that roof overhang, they seem to know they're in a different location and I don't have any trouble. But when I move them out in the spring, I have to make adjustments. Even though I'm moving them only 2 feet a day, I have to make adjustments and help them get going. But my goal is to get them on the east side of the house here so I can split them, and by then it's going to be May and it's going to start getting hot. Morning sunshine is fine, and then in the afternoon when it gets hot, I want them to have shade. And then you can see my clover here. I'm trying to get all the weeds out. Clover doesn't do very well when you walk on it, so I got to make sure I keep walking on the stone side there, and I got to plant some more seed if I want to keep that in clover. But another month I'm going to have clover flowers all over out here. It's a lot of work trying to get the weeds up, but it's worth it. So I don't care for mowing grass. I think mowing grass is a waste of time. So anyway, this is how you move bees. And again, so I say, make your own bees. Don't buy any from anybody, because you buy stuff, you're just wasting your money. Buy that Formic Pro formic acid. It works. I didn't lose any colonies all winter long. Man, nobody does it better. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube from anybody that does it better than I do. I mean, really, am I that smart, or is everybody just really stupid? Okay? Thank you.